It's 11 trivia questions on St. Patrick and other saints on St. Patrick's Day. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out the show, and happy St. Patrick's Day. Probably celebrating a little bit differently this year than you have in past years because you may be on lockdown or in quarantine or maybe just adding food coloring to your beer at home. But hey, we're all going to get through this together, and I hope today's episode is some fun for you to play with your friends, your family, and whoever you're hanging out with. If you want all the rounds for my live trivia nights this week, since we're not doing live trivia anywhere in Southern California, I created a zip file, which will be linked in the show notes to this episode. You can download all the slides, instructions, a bonus worksheet, an answer key, a scoreboard, the whole shebang for freezies. And that is my gift to you to try and get you involved in answering some trivia and having some fun at home because we're all in the same boat. Click the link in the show notes and you will get that trivia night. And let me know what you think. Let me know if you have fun and if you can nail all those questions, or if you play with a big group of people and you kind of all split into teams. Let me know how everything turns out. I am going to be uploading shorter versions of the podcast to YouTube from now on, so be on the lookout for that. I'm probably just going to take the questions and answers and intro and make that the YouTube video, so the YouTube video is a little bit shorter and easier to share and send around to all the different social media websites. So if you've been watching on YouTube and you're like, want just a shorter version of the video, be on the lookout for that. That'll probably start maybe with this episode, or maybe with tomorrow's, or maybe next Monday's. I got to kind of figure out when I'm going to do that, but be on the lookout for that. That is all I have for terms of announcements. I hope you have a great holiday. I hope it's different, but still fun, and I hope you're safe and sound. We're going to jump into 11 questions on St. Patrick and other saint-related questions right about now. Here we go. All right, guys, here we go. St. Patrick and other saints. Let's see how much you know about green stuff and other stuff. Number 1, in which century was St. Patrick a missionary? Was it the 1st century, the 5th century, the 7th century, or the 10th century? Nice multiple choice question off the bat. Number 1, in what century would we find St. Patrick as a missionary? Number 1. Question number 2, what actor played the title character in a 1997 film called The Saint? Number 2, what actor played the title character in a 1997 film called The Saint? Question number 3, what country started the St. Patrick's Day staple meal of corned beef and cabbage? Number 3, what country started the St. Patrick's Day staple meal of corned beef and cabbage? Number 3. Question number 4, what Grand Theft Auto type video game was first released in August of 2006? Number 4, what Grand Theft Auto type video game was first released in August of 2006? Question number 5, what UK group had the songs Pure Shores, The Beach, and Never Ever? Number 5, what UK group had the songs Pure Shores, The Beach, and Never Ever? Question number 6, before he was associated with Irish independence, what color represented St. Patrick? Number 6, what was the color before it was green? Number 6. Question number 7, a power couple's son has a December 5th, 2015 birthday. What is his name? What is that famous power couple's son's name? Number 7. Question number 8, what city is famous for dyeing its river green every St. Patrick's Day? Number 8, what city is famous for dyeing the river green? Question number 9, what band with the initials TBG debuted on The Ed Sullivan Show on St. Patrick's Day 1968? Number 9, what band with the initials TBG debuted in 68? 2 questions left. Number 10, WrestleMania 18 took place on St. Patrick's Day 2002. Who won a major match between Hulk Hogan and The Rock? Who won that big matchup at WrestleMania 18? Was it Hulk Hogan or The Rock? St. Patrick and Other Saints bonus question for 2 points. A star of an 80s movie featuring the word saint in the title celebrates their real birthday on March 17th. Name the actor and the movie. Name the actor and the movie. Those are all your questions for St. Patrick and Other Saints. We'll be right back in just a second with the answers. Green, beer, and leprechauns. It's St. Patrick's Day, and I've got the answers for you for these saintly questions. Number 1, in which century was St. Patrick a missionary? That was the 5th century, for that missionary work. Number 2, what actor played the title character in the 1997 film called The Saint? That was old Val Kilmer. Number 3, what country started the St. Patrick's Day staple meal of corned beef and cabbage? Not Ireland, it was the U.S., and those things were a little bit cheaper. Corned beef, a little bit cheaper to get for immigrants back then, so that's why everyone ate that meal. Number 4, what Grand Theft Auto style game was first released in August of 2006? That was called Saints Row. They've made 4 or 5 of those, I think. Saints Row. Number 5, what UK group had the songs Pure Shores of the Beach and Never Ever? All Saints. That song Pure Shores of the Beach was on the Beach soundtrack. Number 6, before he was associated with Irish independence, the blue color represented St. Patrick. It was like a sky blue, light blue. Number 7, a power couple's son has a December 5th, 2015 birthday. What is his name? Saint West. That's Kanye and Kim's son, Saint West. Number 8, what city is famous for dyeing its river green every St. Patrick's Day? Speaking of Kanye West, Chicago. Chicago is that city. Sweet home Chicago. They didn't do it this year because of the virus. Number 9, what band with the initials TBG debuted on the Ed Sullivan Show on St. Patrick's Day 1968? The Bee Gees. The Bee Gees back in 68. And number 10, who won between Hulk Hogan and The Rock at WrestleMania 18 on St. Patrick's Day 2002? That was The Rock in a crazy, crazy crowd roaring match. Go look that up on YouTube if you've never seen it. And for 2 points, a star of an 80s movie featuring the word saint in the title celebrates their real birthday on March 17th, and that actor and movie are Rob Lowe and St. Elmo's Fire. Rob Lowe actually has a St. Patrick's Day birthday, and he was in St. Elmo's Fire. So those are all your questions and answers for today on this St. Patrick's Day episode. I hope you had a great holiday, and I hope you had some fun celebrating probably at home. I've got one more question for you in the form of the question of the day, but before we get to that, if you want to download that Trivia Night, this is one of the rounds that is in this week's Trivia Nights, and you can find that, again, at the link in the show notes. There's also a link in there for my PayPal account, and you can throw a few bucks my way if you like the Trivia Night or you play with a big group or something like that, or you can download it totally free. Just up to you, but both links will be in the show notes. Here's your question of the day. The question of the day is, what year did Will and Grace premiere? Tweet me your answer at RyanBuds or email ryanbuds@gmail.com to be eligible for a prize. Yesterday's question of the day answer was Pocahontas for Grandmother Willow, and your trivia team name of today is Robert Got No Dinero, which I may be in the same boat if these trivia nights keep being quarantined. But thank you guys so much for your support over on Patreon. Thanks for all the new patrons that signed up. That really means a lot to me, and I appreciate you like what I do. So thanks for telling a friend about the show. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers.